Hey guys, it's Lee, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the surprising benefits of budgeting. Now, I know when it comes down to budgeting, we're not usually excited about it, and we don't usually think about the benefits of budgeting. And so that's why I wanted to make this video today, because some will surprise you. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Lee, and on this channel I talk about personal finance, money, and investing. So hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. All right, so back to the surprising benefits of budgeting. I wanted to make this video because when we think about budgeting, we don't usually think about all of the good things that come with it. Sometimes it seems a little scary, it seems restrictive, it seems just counterintuitive to how we want to actually live our life. And so I have come across some benefits along the way, budgeting and trying to be more responsible with my money. And so I wanted to share those today with you guys. The first is that you're going to have more control over your money and your life. And so this was a really interesting, eye-opening fact for me when it came down to budgeting, because I'm the kind of person that likes to have control in your life. I like to know exactly what's happening, exactly where my money's going, and I want to feel in control of that. And I think that other people do as well, maybe not to the degree that I do, but when it comes down to it, budgeting really gives you a sense of control, because you know where every single dollar is going to go, what you're going to use it for. And I feel like that sort of trickles into our everyday life. You feel a little bit more secure, you feel a little bit more sure of yourself, you feel more confident in terms of where your life is headed and what state your life is in. And so that is something that really surprised me, because initially when I started budgeting, it felt very restrictive. It felt like I wouldn't be able to have as much fun as I used to have. I felt like I was sort of being put into a box, or maybe punished in a way, having to save this money and not being able to do things, and maybe even in a way punishing my friends for not being able to participate in the things that they wanted me to participate in as well. So it was a very interesting experience. Now, number two is that it keeps you on top of your priorities / goals. So one of the things is that obviously when you have a budget, it can really keep you on track with your actual goals, because you're basically saying like, okay, this is what my money is going to be used for. It's going to be used to pay the bills, for saving, for investing, for buying a new car, paying off student loans, whatever it is. It's very easy to just sort of funnel your money into that particular category. And if you're budgeting like you're supposed to, and you're looking at where your money's going and you're managing it every single month, it very quickly, your goals can become reality, because your money is being funneled in there. And as long as you stay on top of it, you'll be that much closer to paying off your student loans, or that much closer to paying off that credit card, or whatever it is. And so that's something that I noticed, that it gave me, again, more control, but also more visibility into what's happening with my goals and priorities. The next surprising benefit of budgeting is that it makes you more prepared for the unexpected. If we haven't learned anything yet, it's that things pop up, things happen in our lives, and we can't control them, right? We would like to think that maybe we can, or have some kind of influence, but for a lot of these things, they just happen, right? And so having a budget really does prepare you for those nuances in life, right? So for instance, my hot water heater went out, I think a year and a half ago or so. And I mean, think about it. You don't have hot water. You need to wash your butt, right? And so it was very unexpected. But because I had an emergency fund and I had budgeted appropriately for these things that might happen, my stress level was on a 3, where if I hadn't, it could have been on like an 8. And so I think it can make all the difference in the world when those things happen, because at the very least, you'll be able to know like, okay, well, this is going to be okay. This is going to be all right. And money is not the stress factor, right? Maybe finding a good plumber or a good shop to, fix your car might be something that might be stressful, but the money aspect will not be. This kind of takes me into the next surprising benefit, which is that budgeting decreases your financial stress. So think about what I just mentioned. I mean, that scenario with the hot water heater, what about an unexpected medical bill? There could be so many different things that can happen, but those are just things that might happen or just pop up. But when those things aren't happening and your everyday life is being lived, and you have things like your mortgage or your rent and bills and things like that that are coming in every single month nonstop, well, if you're not budgeting appropriately, your money can kind of get away from you and your stress level can rise because you might be trying to figure out how are you going to make rent this month? How are you going to pay your mortgage? What about that energy bill that just came in? So there are a lot of different things that you have to consider. But if you're budgeting appropriately, you'll be very confident and you'll know for sure that yes, you can cover your rent. Yes, you can cover your mortgage, and there are no bills that will be coming in your mailbox that you have to stress about. And overall, that's a great feeling. And, you know, when you're stressed, that stress really does sort of permeate, right? It really does kind of just, you know, impact other people around you, and so they can feel it, right? They can feel your stress, they can feel your anguish, they can feel how nervous you are, you know, and all of a sudden you can find yourself not being a great person to be around. So budgeting can reduce your stress as well as the stress of other people around you. The next surprising benefit is that budgeting can help to level up your financial literacy. This is something that I noticed along the way, and it's like, first you start to budget, you're nervous about it, you're not sure, is this really something I should be doing? Oh my God, I can't do so many things. I can't go out and enjoy myself or go shopping and do these things because this budget is restrictive. Oh my God. But then over time, you start to get comfortable with it. You start to find ways to make more money. You find ways for your budget to work so that you can reach your goals, right? And so life goes on. But then over time, you find yourself wanting a little bit more, wanting to know about a little bit more. So maybe it might be investing in stocks and mutual funds, or it could be cryptocurrency. It could be so many different things. But what happens is that if you were sort of indiscriminately spending your money, not paying attention to where it's going, now all of a sudden you're thinking about your money. You're thinking about how you can have it work for you best. You're thinking about what are the smart decisions, because now you might value money a little bit more than you did before, because now you know what money can do for you. And so you look for these other ways to maximize what your money can do for you. And that in turn leads you to, you know, want to learn more. And that can be watching YouTube videos like this one. It can be reading books. It could be taking classes, asking a very, you know, well-established family member that is very responsible and someone that you might look up to. There are so many different ways that you can find this information, but overall, it's going to help to level you up over time, because you're going to see that you're not interested in staying where you are. You want to go beyond that, and you want to be even better off than you are now. So that's another benefit that I guess it surprised me, but maybe it should not have. But it's just something that happens over time. Your mind is going to sort of go in that direction more than likely, the more of a grip you get on your money. Now, I'm also interested to know what other surprising benefits you stumbled upon in your journey budgeting. So leave those in the comments below. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button for this video. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.